Hey y'all, I'm Shauna. Welcome in or welcome back to a new video and one of my favorite videos of the year. Today I'm talking about all of my favorite purchases of the year. So all the items I mentioned in this video are things that I have spent my own money on. There's like one exception for a good reason. The point of this video isn't to say go buy this stuff. The point of this video and the reason why I love making videos like this is to reflect on what you love. Number one, to appreciate what you have. And number two, consider all the great choices that you've made in a year. And then number three, to really help iterate and really help me or you consider like what made a good purchase this year? What makes a good purchase for me? Every year for me personally, there is like a little red thread that runs through year to year. But also there are like circumstances and things that come up each year that makes, each iteration, each year, just a little bit more special. So instead of just saying, oh, wow, this is amazing, I love this product, is to really highlight the role that like this thing played. Like what specifically about this, more of the why, I hope. Oh, I also should say, I have 3 things that stand out as like hot garbage, things I hated, and I'll share those too. Maybe like in the middle. Let's get into it and let's start. We'll do some kind of like home stuff first. The first thing to talk about is a TV stand. So I got a TV this year and the TV is nice. It's great. But what I feel like makes the TV work, like what makes it special, is the TV stand. I initially wanted to like put the TV on the wall or like just put it on top of a regular TV stand. My partner was like, no, we need to get like a movable TV stand. And I didn't like that because I don't like the way that it looks. However, it's been one of the best purchases of the year. Like it's in the top 10, probably even in the top 5. And this is awesome because we can move our TV around anywhere. We have like our kitchen or my dining table is like right here, and you can see the kitchen or the couch over here, and then like a space in between. What I'm trying to say is that the couch faces the dining table, so I can flip the TV around, watch it while we're eating, and then flip it back, watch it on the couch, and then bring it into the bedroom, and I can watch TV in bed. Amazing. You don't have to have multiple TVs or mount it to a wall, and I also get to roll away the TV when I'm filming. So it's awesome. Like 10 out of 10 practical. I think now is the time to mention that there will be no links in the description because the point of this video is not to influence you to buy stuff. It's to influence you to think about what you have and share the stuff that you love. So with that in mind, let me know some of your favorites of the year. The TV stand, I think, is one of those things that speaks for itself. It is so practical and gives functionality to the space that wouldn't be there otherwise. Okay, next in the home section is my green kettle. And my green kettle is just a spark of joy. A lot of the stuff in here, or my red thread that's running between last year and this year, is just there's a lot of practical stuff on here. Stuff that is like functional, practical, serves a real purpose, and its practicality like changes something about my life. The green kettle is not that. I mean, the green kettle is practical. It is practical, but I needed to replace my kettle at the beginning of the year. And I could have gone with anything. I could have gone with like a super practical, basic kettle. I went for the kettle that gives me so much freaking joy to look at it. I've owned it for close to a year now, like probably 10, 11 months at this point. And it's just pretty. Like it's pretty to look at. And I went for the slightly more expensive pretty thing, and I have no regrets. It's not that deep, but it serves as the reminder that even your most functional stuff can just be a joy to look at, or your most functional stuff can also bring you joy. The TV is not like that. And these kinds of things I feel like are at separate ends of the spectrum. One is so practical, it's like 10 out of 10. The other one is like just so aesthetic that it's 10 out of 10. Next up in the home category is a rainfall shower head. This is also something I would not have purchased on my own because I assumed it would have been difficult to install / you would need plumbing knowledge to put it up. Not really the case. I did like run it by my landlord and it was fine because we didn't like dismantle anything. We just unscrewed a shower head and screwed on a new one basically. So it's super easy to install. And this has, like the rainfall like above, you can't see my hands, but above you. And then also has a separate attachment that you like stick onto your wall that has like the traditional like, hose shower head you can take off and whatever. So my bathroom before that did not have a shower head that you could detach. So cleaning the bathroom was always a challenge. So that stepped up the functionality game. But the rainfall shower head, I tried a rainfall shower head back in February and it, it's just been in our minds about how amazing it was. So when we saw this opportunity to have it in our own home, it changes the shower experience. It really does. And you can have like the rainfall shower head on just alone. You could have like the hose on its own, or you can have them both going at the same time. That's like peak luxury. Don't do that all the time. But also like not that expensive. They're like $50, maybe $60, easy to install to change the shower game. This is absolutely TMI. If you want to skip this, please skip this. I have what is like an ear cleaner. Now this one only applies to you if you're somebody who deals with like ear infections / like earwax in your ears. If you're an average person who like has never had to go to the doctor to like remove earwax, and like you're probably fine. I am not said person. Every year or two, I will like eventually be unable to hear in my ear because of like earwax buildup. It's not cute, it's not sexy, but it's just real life. So this happened last year, and then it happened again this year, and I've never had them happen so close back to back. I got this thing. And if you've ever been to a doctor to get your ear wax removed, they use something similar to not this thing, but basically they like shoot warm water into your ear with like some pressure to get it to like irrigate. Basically that's what this is. Water goes in here. There's like a thermometer, so it tells you the temperature, and then there's like there's a recommendation at the back, and then there's like a couple of different like heads to change, and then there's like a thing that you can for the water to collect in, and then I think there's more stuff in there. This also was like $50, $60, something like that. I was kind of against buying it at the time because I'm like, it's like $55. Why? Like, it's kind of expensive for what it is. No. This is like a necessity. Clean out my ears every roughly 4-5 months, and game changing. The last thing to talk about are these towels. I just pulled out mine. So this is a President's Choice towel. I got it at Loblaws Superstore. And these are like high-grow cotton. That's what it's called. I thought I was using good towels before this. This I think was like 30. I think we got it for, I think it was originally 38 and it got it for 28. And I was not going to spend that much money. Like normally, like I wouldn't, but needed more towels. And once I started using this is luxury. Like I had bought towel sets from Winners before, IKEA, some other places, used some towels at home before I moved out, and best towels I've used. I'm sure there's like probably even nicer out there. I don't know that I'd be somebody who could like absolutely appreciate that threshold, but a great quality towel that is like thick, absorbent, looks cute, It's, again, to me, it's kind of like the TV stand. It's so practical. It does its job perfectly. I have not a complaint about this, other than like I would prefer not to spend $20 on a towel, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's not that expensive. And I just love it. And we have our own separate like colors, so I know which one's mine, which one's his, and great day, great time. This guy here is also, it's an honorable mention. This is probably like one of my favorite secondhand finds of the year. It just reminds me of a 90s coffee shop. And I also have a bowl. Those bowls have become the go-to bowls for oatmeal, which is awesome. And then these, I'll drink not so much coffee anymore, but like tea or like hot water. Also like if I'm having dessert, it's a good like milk cup. Like almond milk cup, and also like dunking cookies with almond milk. Okay, let's talk about beauty, and I only have 2 things to talk about. These 2. This is the Sephora eyeliner in coconut. I talked about this in like a Staples video recently. Well, maybe not recently anymore, like maybe October or November. So that product is not only high quality, as in it goes on opaque, it's creamy, it stays basically all day, and it's a great color. All of that is, performance stuff, quality stuff. And then it's at a great price. I think regular price, it's $16, $15.50, something like that. And then 2 or 3 times a year, Sephora has their sale and it goes 30% off. So I can regularly count on getting it 30% off. It's just a staple product. I've been wearing that kind of eyeliner for probably like 10 years, 9, 8 years. And it's a staple that I love. And this is like the best iteration of it. The next thing, this is rosehip oil. My thing is kind of greasy. I've only been using this for like 2 months, and I've already used this like this much, and this is a really big jar. Like it's 120 mils. It's not so much this particular brand. I don't even know where this is from. Like if I got it at Walmart or what. So I'm not suggesting a particular brand. Rosehip oil has been amazing for hydrating purposes and for my skin. I also feel like it's kind of multi-use just for me, which does surprise me. I will mix it in with my moisturizer in the evening. I've also gone to bed just wearing the oil as like the top layer. I have like products that I purchased back in the summer that are winding down and they're not quite moisturizing enough. So I'll wear the oil underneath, mixed in or over the top depending on the item. Like I have sunscreen, CeraVe sunscreen that I really, really love. It's just a little too drying for me now. So I'll put the oil underneath and the sunscreen still lays on top of it beautifully. So I've been able to use that product to also get longevity out of other products. And I don't know if that on its own would be enough for me to buy it again or like ever recommend it. But the fact that it also like makes my skin, like it does good stuff for the skin, and I see a difference, in the morning when I wear it, and I don't feel like it breaks out my skin. When you're using like a moderate amount and you're mixing it in with stuff, it's great. It's beautiful. I love it. It's like one of the best purchases of the year. Okay, fashion category. In this category, I feel like this could be a cusp product. I have glasses I want to talk about. Over the past 4 years on the channel, the question I get the most has been where are glasses from? And these are the ones I have worn for most of the channel. The reason why the glasses just hit so hard, 2 reasons. One, I got a new prescription. And then the second thing is that I have like 2 super cute pairs of glasses. And there's way more to say about it. Number 1, I started wearing glasses in 2019 for migraine reasons. And I spend like, basically, if I'm in my house, I'm wearing glasses. I wear them outside the house sometimes, but basically when I wake up in the morning to when I go to bed, I'm wearing my glasses like a regular person. I got a new prescription, and the new prescription is awesome. And it is kind of just surprising that the person who did my glasses the first time kind of missed some major things. I mean, it is possible that my eyes have changed over the last 4 years. I'm sure they have, but I don't know if that's the whole story. So I have a new prescription, which is truly awesome. So I took my glasses into the store. They still sell this pair, and I said that I just wanted new lenses. So the guy looked at them, and he was like, honestly, they're too dry to be able to put new lenses in them. So what he said was that I'll give you this pair of glasses for the cost of the lenses if you buy a second pair. And I went, no brainer. Actually, no, it didn't go like that. It initially went like, I don't know. I should only get one. I've only ever had one. Like, do I need to? And I had this whole back and forth. And I decided to get 2 pairs. So this is the pair that I've been wearing on the channel the past 4 years. And this is the Gillespie large size. She cute. She's like a little oversized, right? These are the West. And this is in the tortoise shell like color. I think I'm exposing how dirty they are. After I bought them, I wasn't sure about the choice. Like, I should have just got one and then come back later at a different time to get the other one. And then for a while, I was like, you don't need 2 pairs of glasses. Nobody needs 2 pairs of glasses. I had buyer's remorse initially, not because I didn't like my purchase, but because of like conscious consumer things. Like, you're not being a conscious consumer if you're buying 2 things when you ultimately only need one. After a while, I let that go because I'm spending basically all of my waking hours in glasses. Glasses are also a fashion statement. I also had my last pair for 4 years, and we'll just say hypothetically, this one lasts the recommended 2. I'm going to be wearing glasses for over 700 days. And I went, you know what? I'm in glasses 365 days of the year. If I want an extra pair for fashion reasons and I wear them, that is perfectly fine with me. And that has been exactly what has played out. And what I've noticed with these 2, what I really appreciate about having 2 pairs is that they're kind of like moods. So this mood here, she's serious gal. She's the pair that I will wear when I want to do my best work, when I'm like in a work moment, in a work zone, or like I have a meeting with a client or something. So I could be very well, like, I don't know, on a random Wednesday afternoon, really like having a lot of work personal work that I want to do, writing projects, editing projects, etc., etc. And I feel like I need to work hard. I will reach for this pair. On another day, when I just like want to feel at home in my own skin, this pair. I'm like so used to seeing these on my face over the last 4 years. It kind of feels a bit like coming home. Like a comfortability in my appearance, if you will. So I have thoroughly enjoyed wearing 2 pairs. Or owning 2 pairs. I feel like I rambled so much about the glasses, but they have been like a really big feature of the last 4 months. The other fashion stuff I want to talk about together, because while they're all different items, I enjoy them for the same reason. So I got these pants, these Everlane pants. These ones are like a straight leg, almost like a flare. I think I have pictures in them. I will show you. And they're kind of like similar to a denim, not quite a denim, but similar to a denim, a little bit stretchier. I also wore these pants. these yellow pants. These are a straight leg pair. Both of these pants introduced new shapes or silhouettes as well as like textures. The yellow one, I don't really own much yellow, and so there's a lot of joy and novelty that came with owning something yellow because the color really like shook up my wardrobe and, you know, transformed it in a really meaningful way. One of my biggest problems in my wardrobe that has its own like iterations in each season is owning a lot of one type of thing. Like I own 4 or 5 pairs of jeans, different colors, exact same silhouette. I own 3 sweaters that are exact same, different colors, same silhouette. Like I have this going on and on across the seasons. So it feels like my outfits are always the same. You throw in like 1 or 2 things like this, and literally 1 or 2 things has a giant impact in the functionality of my clothes, the combination, how I feel, how I look, and truly have gone a long way. I also, this is like kind of interesting, I have those exact pants in white. These ones are more like a flare. They are the same pant, but because these ones are size bigger, they look more like a flare. I also like don't own any white pants. So it's both silhouette and color with this one. Having a white pair of pants was almost like a shock to the system and really challenged me, which was amazing. This was already a pair of pants that I've owned. I hadn't worn them for 2 years and I almost decluttered them several times. And then in 2023, I just was like the year of the Everlane straight leg pants. This was something I got from a clothing swap, and I think you saw this on the channel in the summertime. It's literally just like a long sleeve button down shirt. I own 2 others. I own one plain like white Oxford style. It kind of has that cottony texture, and then I have a blue denim button down as well. So I own the other 2 that you're not seeing here for a handful of years. Never really wore them until last year, but I got way more use out of the white one than the denim one. This year it was even more so, and then I added this pink one, and the pink one got even more wears than the other 2. Even though I wore them as like top layers like sweaters last year, I primarily wore them as like individual tops. But this year they really started functioning like a sweater. And when I was leaving the house, I would just like grab one. I got the most use out of the pink one and the white one because I'm usually wearing jeans as a bottom and I don't love a denim on denim look. These shirts are similar to the other fashion items because yes, like they're cute and I enjoy them, but they hit hard, or I like them a lot because they added something new to my wardrobe and something that I didn't have before. And it helped my outfits feel like fresher and newer because I had new silhouettes. Let's now talk about 3 of the worst purchases of the year, and I only have 3 things to talk about, which is kind of incredible. Number 1, this guy, CeraVe. It's called the Skin Renewing Day Cream. This is horrible. I have oily skin, and for any product to like suck all the moisture out of my skin, make it appear dry and flaky, that just doesn't happen because that's not my skin. It made my skin look and feel horrible. I don't know. This is something that like shocks me that it's on the market. That was a quick one. Number 2, I also talked about this in a recent video. I've been wanting this for at least a year. I almost bought it last year. I didn't. I bought this year with a gift card. So like I didn't waste my money, but also like I still feel like I wasted my money. I was in a lavender obsession this spring, summer. And so I bought this latte mix, the blue lavender latte mix. It just was gross. I wanted to like this. I really did. I want to buy into it. And it has been so gross, in fact, that like I can't even bring myself to drink another cup. No. I have a feeling that this is not some kind of objective truth, because I also don't like matcha, and this doesn't taste like matcha, but I feel the exact same way about this as I do matcha. And matcha is loved by millions of people, if not billions of people in the world. The last thing is a hand soap. And I'm going to have to put an image on the screen of the exact one I bought, because I bought one of those like larger pouches that like you would refill like a soap dispenser with. So there was like, I think 2 or 3 refills in this, and I never used it before, but I needed one to refill my soap dispenser. It's hard to have bad hand soap, but it was horrible. It dried out my skin, not just feeling dry, but like my hands physically got flaky. And then it gave me a rash on my hand that was there for weeks. It took weeks to go away. The rash looked like eczema, and I don't have eczema. And as soon as I stopped using the soap, it went away. I highly do not recommend you buy this soap. Kind of scary, like how a product can like negatively affect something like your skin. Also, it caused once that rash developed, putting that soap on my hand like burned. Stay away. Stay far away. All right, that's everything. Those are my favorites. And I am very thrilled with how purchasing went this year. I did buy a lot of stuff for the home this year. It was a big home year for me. And I'm like anticipating that to not be the case for 2024. Like, you never know, right? You never know. So that is reflected in favorites too. Like when you're buying more of a category, you're going to have more favorites of that thing. Thanks for watching, hanging out with me today. I loved making this video, and I'd love to hear your favorites as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.